Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mark Loeffler Experience. We have another great show here for you today. Well, I hope we do. I know a lot of you have liked the Thoughts from the Boat or videos from the boat series we've had going on. So I definitely drove up to my cottage early so I could provide that for every one of you. And everyone, thanks so much. Like, we're up to about 840 subscribers. We're getting there, guys. Goal is to get to 1,000 as quick as possible, as always. And thank you so much for everyone for commenting on the videos and smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And for everyone who shared it with any of their friends who they found this to be beneficial, I do appreciate it. And if you could keep doing that, it does help greatly. Anyways, let's get into today's topic. Today's topic, being afraid. This came about because I'm talking to a lot of people about going back to school, kids going back to school and that type of thing. There's fear out there, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are going to comment on this anyways, and you're probably going to ask. So yes, I am sending my kids back to school because I think it's better for them to be in a social environment and with their peers than to hang out with me all day. Well, yeah, to hang out with me all day. Anyways, yet, and that's not the purpose of the video yet. There's so much fear out there in the world right now. Where's the fear that's holding you back? Is it that? Like, is it the fact that you're afraid that you're gonna, get coronavirus or get corona? Um, is it afraid that you're gonna get hit by a car walking across the street? Like, I mean, these are real fears some people have. Is it afraid that I don't have enough money to invest right now, therefore I'm not going to learn, or um, I'm not, and I'm just going to share this with you. I'm going to get a little off topic. Is it the fact that if I don't have enough money, why should I learn how to invest? And that's exactly the reason you need to learn to invest, because once you learn to invest a little bit of it and you can go ahead and double that and keep adding to it over time, then that's compounding. And you're better off learning when you have less money than when you have a lot of money. It's why a lot of people who win the lottery go broke, is because they don't learn how to deal with money when they have a little bit, and when they get a lot, they definitely don't know how to deal with it, right? So what are you afraid of? Are you afraid to make that offer on a home? Are you afraid to go to a networking group and learn about this? Are you afraid to spend $500 on a course on real estate investing? Are you afraid to go spend $500 or $1,000 on a course on doing options trading or stock market or something like that? I mean, I think, guys, YouTube is great. Like, you can get so much information on YouTube right now. It's disgusting how much information there is out there right now that was never available when I started. Like, I had books. I had books and audio cassettes when I started doing investing, and that's what we learned from when we went to seminars live and in person. If coronavirus happened back then, we just wouldn't have we just would have stopped, right? It might have been phone calls, but we might have had a conference call. You guys remember conference calls? Those are great, huh? Now we have Zoom, we have all these types of things, and we can do everything online. I can share my screen. I can walk people through everything every step of the way right now. Is the fear holding you back from taking action on that? Is the fear holding you back from, I mean, there's tons of books out there on it. Like, what's holding you back from living your best life? I mean, the book is from good, or good is the enemy of great. So is your good life hamper making you afraid to go for a great life? Because if I go for the great life and fail, well, maybe I won't have a good life anymore. What's holding you back? Like, what are you guys afraid of? I mean, comment down below. I mean, I know I've talked to a bunch of people when they've commented, and just, hey, like this, like, here's where I'm at, and like, this is my block. And I try to work that out with people in the comments. I mean, obviously sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. And again, maybe I can't afford to invest where I live. Great. You have this thing called the internet. You have I mean, you may or may not have a car. I mean, I remember working with an investor who was from Toronto when I started being a realtor in Hamilton, and they would take the GO train out. I'd pick them up because they didn't have a car, and they bought 5 or 6 properties in Hamilton when they lived in Toronto, no car. I know people who get on a plane and fly out to somewhere to invest. And today, again, it's easier today to do this than it was back then because there's so much more information available. So again, what's holding you back, guys? What are we afraid of? Why are we afraid to go get educated to make a move forward? Why are we afraid to, I mean, maybe we're afraid that if we become too successful, our friends won't like us. Or, we'll start hanging out in a different circle. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I still see my buddies from high school. I still see, people I grew up with. I don't know. Like, I've heard some of these things before, right? I think the biggest thing is I'm an action taker. Like, I get people come to me all the time with a business proposal, a business idea, and they're like, I have this business idea, yet I don't have the money to execute it. And my number one thing is, great, show me a business plan. Show me a business plan and what's your expertise behind it? And the other thing is, what's your expertise behind it? And, if it's a new concept, do you have proof of concept? Have you ran like a trial? Have you shown that, this is going to, be something that people will want to buy, right? It's a functional, proven business that is good, right? So yet, if you want a joint venture, if you want to be a real estate investor and you don't have the money, yet you have the knowledge, awesome. And you want a joint venture. So how many people are you talking to? Are you going out and pitching 40, 50 people a month, 40, 50 people a week? Same thing. You want to run a business. How many people are you pitching? I mean, when Ray Kroc started McDonald's, he was selling, he started McDonald's. When he started franchising McDonald's from the McDonald brothers, he basically was selling milkshake machines, and he sold a whack load to the McDonald brothers, and he's like, wow, you guys got something here. And he saw that they had a good system and a model, and he went and asked if he could go and franchise that. And again, like, older in life, and made it happen, right? There's so much. I mean, even just myself being here on YouTube and putting these videos out here, and getting people in the comments calling me an idiot or telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, and at all the times, guys, this is all just my opinion. And the people who say, hey, thanks for wasting 15 minutes of my time, and I should say, hey, thanks for adding 15 minutes to my watch time, I do appreciate it. For a long time, I talked about doing YouTube and I just didn't do it. I just didn't take the action. And now that I've taken the action, I've committed to doing 3 videos a week. And, sometimes that's challenging, and it's still challenging for me. Maybe it'll get easier over time. I don't know. Yet, I still do it. I'm here 3 days a week, and we're chatting 3 days a week. So what is it that's holding you back? Where are you making a goal and not even making a goal? Like, do you have a goal to own a rental property? Again, maybe you're renting your personal. Maybe you're a renter, and where you live is too much to invest. Go somewhere else. Go buy 4 or 5, 10 rental properties in another city, another town, smaller area maybe, and rent where you live. Nobody says that you can't buy a rental property until you have your personal residence. I bought rental properties before I ever bought my personal residence. I was renting a 4-bedroom property on Danforth in Toronto, and I had 3 roommates, and I was out there buying duplexes in Newmarket, Ontario. I don't and I get this comment all the time when I, housing crash video and all that. And guys, thanks so much, man. Like, everyone, 2,300 views on that, top video of all time. I think sometime it'll get, I don't know, it just kind of keeps ticking. Like, the videos like this don't get searched for on YouTube that much. So if you guys are going to share something like this, I do appreciate it. What's holding you back, everyone? what do you need from me? Who do you need to see me on, have on? Like I'm going to have Sarah Larrabee on in a couple weeks, and we're going to talk about her retiring at 35 and how she does that. And we'll talk about what fear she had to overcome to make that happen. What questions would you want me to ask of somebody like that? Who do you want me to have on that can share these types of knowledge? Anyways, guys, happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of summer. Get out there, support local restaurants, support local businesses.